Yo, what up guys, it's your boy Rythmn, and today I actually have something completely different. Today I'm going to go over the patch notes that happened on July 27th. Those of you guys that don't know, Musa and Maywa got some pretty significant buffs, and I wanted to test them out myself. Now, I by no means am like a Musa god or anything and know exactly what's good and what's bad. I'm just gonna give you guys my opinion because I feel like this is like a popular type of video. A lot of people, you know, want to see this kind of information, so I'm gonna give it based on my knowledge of the class. So I'm over here in the battle arena. We're just gonna go down the list and check out all the buffs. Before we do start with the buffs though, I just want to let you guys know that, let me see if I can find it. I don't even know where it's at. Hot and you maybe. Here we go. The weapon exchange coupon pack. This is kind of crazy. Everybody's going to be able to change to whatever kind of class they want to play. So that's actually kind of insane. It makes me really tempted to go back Maywa, but I know like there's really no point because like there's no reason to spend 21 bucks when I could just buy the single weapon in the game. Eventually I want to get both weapons at TED just so I have both of them to play with and it wouldn't be that big of a deal. That being said, I don't know how many of you guys are Maywa fans and I don't know how many of you guys are Musa fans. So if you guys are fans of one of the specific classes and you don't like me playing the other one, let me know in the comments down below. I just want to see kind of roughly what most of you guys favor. Now it's not saying that's going to make me change classes, but I have been thinking about playing on my Maywa a little bit. Anyways, let's go over the patch notes. So first things first, CC skill effect of the Musa Spirit will now be applied only on the first hit. I never really recognized that being hit on multiple hits, but for those of you guys that don't know, you can go and use Musa Spirit on somebody and it'll actually put a stun on them on a good hit. I don't really use this that often. I don't know if it's something that's incredibly good to be using, but what I noticed a lot of Maywa, or not Maywas, a lot of Musas do is they'll kind of dash behind their target and get to a safe kind of location. It's pretty risky because like I said, it's unprotected, but they'll dash behind or they'll dash somewhere where they know they're kind of safe and then get the stun off and then see if that works. So that's kind of cool. Now talking about the CC skills of the Musa Spirit will now only be applied on the first hit. I don't exactly know what that means because I feel like it only happens with one hit. I don't know. Maybe someone can explain that down in the comments. Next up, forward guard effect of the skill Crush Crusher will be maintained only up to before the attack, and knockdown effect will now be applied in PvP. Now that's kind of huge. That's pretty big because Crush Crusher, if you guys don't know, is it's definitely one of our biggest damage dealers, if not the biggest. And now that it actually gives the down attack or the knockdown on a good hit is kind of insane. So you can kind of lead with that and get a knockdown effect. Now the only thing that's different about it is the fact that it says that it's the forward guard effect is only maintained before the attack, which makes no sense. Now sadly I don't have anybody here to test it. Maybe I'll cut the clip real quick and show you guys. Actually, yeah, I will do that. Okay, so next up we have resource consumption for the skill Fiery Angel has been changed to 150. This is completely fucked up because it used to be 150 stamina, but now it's only 35 WP. Their wording in this is really confusing. I know it confused a lot of people, but it's actually a buff because beforehand Fiery Angel used to actually take stamina, and now it doesn't. Now it just takes pure WP, which is only 35, so that's kind of cool. And if you guys don't know what Fiery Angel is, it is your WF, and it's a knockdown, so that's really cool. Now that it doesn't take stamina, so a lot of you guys know that we're kind of limited on stamina, so that being changed over to WP and resource instead of actually stamina is kind of nice because now you can follow up and do some really cool stuff with it and not really have to worry about the stamina. So I consider that a good buff. Next up, pressing Q key once more or holding the key will activate extra hit after using the skill counter assassination. Related text has been added to the tooltip. Not really sure. I guess if you hold it, you can do the extra slash. It'll activate the extra hit. So I'm not sure exactly how big of a deal that is, but I do know the next one up, stun effect, will now be applied in PvP for counter assassination. So those of you guys that don't know, counter assassination is Q when you're in awakening, and now that you can actually use this as a stun, is pretty... Why is he not getting stunned? Oh, that's awkward. It's only for PvP, and I don't think this guy's actually... Nope, he is. Okay, I guess I just missed that many times, right? Weird. What is the cooldown on it actually? Because I don't really use this that much, because beforehand we stopped kind of using it until they gave us the buff. 7-second cooldown. Not bad. So basically what that allows us to do is another form of CC, a really good one. And one of the good tactics that I've used people, or I've seen Musas use this with, is they'll go in, do a cross cut immediately into a counter assassination, because it's animation canceling and it goes a lot quicker. So like really fast, it looks like this, and you can see I got the stun off by using literally just my Q. Now it's a Q, cross cut, and then Q. That's actually really nice. That's gonna be a really cool way to play now, you know, like, oh yeah, I actually really like that. That's amazing. Now this is unprotected, but I mean, it's not as risky, because to do the animation cancel, you're gonna cross cut, which is protected, and then do that as fast as you can. So as long as you're fast with it, I think you'll be okay. Flow dash slash will now be activated faster. Now that's kind of cool, because dash slash is something that I use at the very end of my combos, and it's kind of like a filler, but a lot of people say that this gives a good amount of damage. And one of the coolest things now is that it activates faster. So I have no idea what it looks like, but let's try like a typical, and then dash slash. Looks like it's pretty nice. I don't notice a huge change, but then again, I noticed that when I did use dash slash after that, after fire crevice, it was kind of slow. So it looks to be a little bit faster now. That's not bad at all. Another good thing is the actual cooldown of this has been decreased from 14 seconds to 8 seconds. So that's actually kind of cool. I don't know how huge that is, because you don't necessarily kind of spam this ability, but it's not bad. It's extra damage. If you learn to implement to your combo, you do a lot more damage with it. Next up, it has been edited that only damage will appear or be applied upon using the skill counter assassination when stepping backwards. Cooldown resumption will not, and CC effects will not be applied. So basically what this is beforehand, if you just walk backwards and someone runs up to you and hits you in the front, counter assassination will automatically trigger. Beforehand, it would actually walk backwards, and sometimes you could actually get a CC off on somebody because they weren't protected when they were trying to hit you, and it automatically, you know, hits when they hit you. Now when you're walking backwards, you'll still counter assassination, but it won't do any kind of CC effect. So it's kind of I don't really find that as a nerf. I just find that as like something that was kind of nice that we had, but it wasn't something that was widely used. You don't really want to backpedal. You mostly want to, like, you know, be in pre-awakening, doing different things like this, and Q blocking for a block, you know, not really walking backwards. So I don't really find that big of a deal. Next up, resource consumption for all levels of the skill blind slash has been changed to stamina 100. Now I don't personally use blind slash. I don't really know when you would use it. Where the hell is it? Here you go, blind slash. I don't personally use this. I maybe other Musas do, or maybe I'm just retarded for not using it. I don't really use this ability, so I'm not gonna go over it. I really don't feel like it's that big of a deal, but the stamina was changed or reduced, so, or hopefully it reduced. It doesn't say reduced. I don't know what it was before. Next up, resource consumption for the skill flow foul play has been changed. Once again, a fucked up description. It was 250 stamina. Now it's only WP 50, which is really nice. Once again, Musas have stamina problems every now and then, so being able to use your crusher and then foul play and only cost WP, not stamina, is really, really nice. That is a definite buff. That's kind of like the same thing as Fire Angel costing WP. So you might be spamming potions a little bit more, but overall I find it a big buff, because stamina, as you know, lets us dash more and do all this kind of cool stuff, you know, right? So that's actually kind of cool. I like that. Those are some pretty big buffs for us, and it's definitely gonna be nice. WP consumption has been reduced for the skills below the belt 1 and 2. Basically lowers the WP usage for 1 and 2, but it doesn't say 3. It does not say 3, so I don't even know if that's really a big deal. 70, 80, 120 to 90, but it says, wait, and then this one's to 80. Oh, I think that's another, oh my god, they are so bad. I think that's another bad description. I think below the belt 1 was actually 2, because if you see up there, it's WP 90 or 80, and then below the belt 2, it says on here, is actually 3, because it says 120 to 90, and the only 90 we have now is below the belt 3. God, they're really lacking in their descriptions. Like, anyways, that's if that's true, what I'm saying, that's pretty cool. That's nice, being able to use below the belt and doesn't take as much WP, because as you know, it used to take a lot, or a pretty good bit. I mean, not really that big of a game breaker, but you know, it's convenience, right? So it's nice. Last is fix the issue where CC's skill effect would not be applied upon a good hit of the skill Quickshot from a far distance. So everybody knows what Quickshot is. Quickshot is like your bread and butter, but where is it at? Okay, I'm gonna clip that out because I'm kind of retarded. Quickshot is the Rythmn skill, and it said that it fixed the issue where the CC's skill effect will not be applied from a far distance. So I didn't really notice that happening, so I'm not gonna say that it happened a lot, but basically I guess this lands more from a longer distance, being able to shoot them from this far and getting a CC. So I guess, you know, honestly, that's better, right? Being able to, your CCs actually take effect. So that's kind of nice. Overall, I think we got some pretty big buffs. Like, the only thing that kind of seems like a nerf is the forward guard effect, only being applied to before the attack of Crusher. So that seems like the only real big nerf. Now, like I said, I am not some pro-ass Musa that knows what's good and what's bad. I'm just giving my opinion. Hopefully you guys, you know, value the opinion, and if you guys have anything to say about what you think about the buffs and nerfs and whatnot, leave them down in the comments down below, because I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. I know I'm not going to go over Maywa, since I don't really play Maywa now, but I know Maywa got some pretty significant buffs, and they're looking pretty nice. I wouldn't say they're OP, but they're looking pretty nice now. That's pretty awesome, because I know Maywas were in a really bad spot. But I think that's about it. But yeah, I think that's about it. All I really wanted to do in today's video was just kind of go over the patch notes, because they seem like some pretty significant buffs, a little bit of changes, which are going to change a lot. One of them being really big, the Crusher, and then going into foul play. It's going to be really nice being able to actually get getting a down or knockdown effect, sorry, on the Crusher. That's huge, so that's awesome. But yeah, like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave a like and let me know down in the comments what you guys would like to see in the future. Like I said, I'm gonna try to post as many videos as I can now. I'm trying to get back into the grind. I just need to know what you guys would want to see. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.